IRA, a Roth IRA, traditional IRAs. So many IRAs. All of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys are doing? So today we're going to be talking on the two topics. The first one is going to be the traditional IRA, and the second one is going to be the Roth IRA. So I'm going to give you the pros and cons to both of these. So we're going to start off with the traditional IRA. Now, a lot of people, when they go for job employment, a lot of companies give a traditional to an IRA Roth. They give both. And because a lot of American people don't know which is the difference between one or the other, they see the word traditional and they feel, you know what, this is a good thing, and they actually go with that instead, not actually understanding the difference between the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. So I'm going to break it down. So the traditional IRA is basically you actually put money into this IRA, so it's deducted from your paycheck before taxes. So that's a great thing for a lot of Americans, because they, you want to actually not feel it too much on your paycheck, and you feel a little bit better knowing that it's being actually deducted. So this is a great way of actually saving for your retirement. So there's nothing wrong with that. Also, with a traditional IRA, there is no limit to how much money you can put into this. You can put as much money as you want into this. So unlike the Roth IRAs, which do have a limit, this has no limit to how much money you can put in a year. So if you want to put $10,000 in a year, you want to put $100,000 in a year, you want to put $1 million in a year, it doesn't matter. There is no limit to how much money you can actually put into this traditional IRA. Now, when you reach 59 and a half, you can actually now remove this IRA and actually take it out for your for more your retirement. But here's the catch now. At 59 and a half, when you actually are taking this out and you're withdrawing this traditional IRA, you're going to have to pay taxes now. So remember all that time when you wasn't paying taxes and you was actually riding on the fast lane going, whoo, I'm good. Well, guess what? It caught up to you. So now you actually have to pay now on the actual how much money you actually have saved during all those years. So let's give a number out here. So let's say that you saved up during the 20-30 year course of your life before you actually retire at 59, or you're actually deducting it at 59 and a half. Let's say you have in there, let's play it small. Let's say you have $45,000 in there, and we're going to play it small here. All right, we're being the devil's advocate here, and we're going to play it small. $45,000, and if your tax bracket is anywhere between 25% or anywhere between 25, 27, or 30%, depending on your tax bracket where you at, that is a big hit now. Now remember, we know that taxes keep going up. So there hasn't been a time where taxes have dropped. So taxes continue to go up. And with the economy and the way the economy is going and the budget deficit and where we at, that is basically in the trillions, you can actually see taxes in the future actually hiking up. So instead of taxes hiking down, that's not going to happen. You're going to have a higher tax bracket to pay off. So that's something to keep in mind as when you're actually doing this traditional IRA. It works great in the beginning, but coming to the very end, it can actually be very taxing. So that's something to look out for. Also, you cannot transfer this traditional IRA to your family members. So there's no way that you can actually say, you know what, I'm going to give this to my daughter, to my son, or anything of that sort, because it's not part of the rules. So that rule do not apply to it. So you can't not actually transfer this to your family members. At the age of 70, you are forced to take out all the money that you have left on it. So by the time you reach 70, you have to take it out. Now, the reason why this rule is there, my personal opinion, the reason why this rule is there is because, you know what, is basically for these great millionaires, because if they can actually find a loophole like this, they will actually invest $20-30 million and then actually pass that on to the next generation going in, and that will be a great way of them actually sneaking in through the loophole. So this is a way of actually that loophole being closed. close. So this way they cannot do that. So that's something to think about. So now we're going to go ahead and now we're going to talk about the Roth IRA. So what is the Roth IRA? So basically anyone can open a Roth IRA. You can actually get it from your employment. Unlike the traditional IRA, which is offered through an employment, Roth IRA, you can go to a bank or you can go to your financial advisor and you can actually open up a Roth IRA. Now, there is rules to the Roth IRA, just like there was rules to the traditional IRA. So let's see some of these rules. So with the Roth IRA, you have a limit, and the limit is $5,500 a year. You can't go anything higher than $5,500 a year. So that's the most you can actually contribute into this Roth IRA per a year. So my advice to a lot of people is try to max it out as much as you can every year. So this way, by the time you're ready to retire, you have a good lump sum in there. So this way it wouldn't be that bad for you. Now, here's the thing. This is not tax exempt. You have to pay taxes on this. So this money is coming out of your paycheck after taxes, not before taxes. So this is coming out after taxes. So you're looking at this video and you're saying, what the heck? I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? We're going to get into that topic just in a minute. The reason why they actually do it this way is because you're actually going to be paying for that right away as you go along. Now, another thing is, if you're holding on to this Roth IRA, after 5 years, you can actually withdraw your money, not your gains. So let's keep that clear. You can withdraw your initial deposit of money that you actually put into there and pay no taxes. Now you're saying, how come? Why not? Because you pay the taxes in the very beginning. So then therefore you don't have to pay the taxes coming now 5 years later, but you must leave it in there for 5 years. If you do not leave it there for 5 years, then you can't do that. That's rule number one. Rule number two, you can withdraw this at the age of 59 and a half. And when you withdraw at the age of 59 and a half, you'll pay no taxes. And that is because you pay taxes as you went along, as you put contributions in year by year by year. So therefore, coming to the very end, when you're ready to retire and ready to take your money, you don't pay any taxes. And that can be a fantastic thing. Because let's look at it this way. If you started off with your tax bracket maybe being 15 or 20, and by the time you're actually ready to retire, you've got this nice cushy job, and the tax bracket that you was in was at 27, 30, or even a little bit higher than that. If you actually get to that higher level up there, then guess what? That doesn't matter to you, because you're basically getting all your money back out of here now. So along with your gains that you get from this Roth, you're also taking out your money, and it's all tax exempt now, which is a fantastic thing. So when you're looking at it both in the traditional way, the traditional one is fantastic for those who want to actually get away with taxes in the very beginning. But with the Roth, you get away with the taxes at the very end. So balancing your way out, how is it that you guys are managing your money and what you guys want to be doing at the very end, that's up to you guys. Now, there's also another rule to this Roth IRA. So if you are single, there is a limit to how much income you can actually have. So this way you can qualify for this for this Roth IRA. So if you're a single person, it's $122,000 that you have to actually be under or at $122,000 in order to qualify for this. If you're married and you have a joint account, then basically the most both of you guys can have in it is $179,000. Anything more than that, you guys wouldn't qualify for it. So those are some of the rules to the Roth IRA. So I hope that this video made it a little bit easier for you guys to understand the difference between the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. So this way you wouldn't be going crazy like I was going in the very beginning of this video. And I hope that with this, it gave you a little bit more clarity and actually made you a little bit more of a guru to understand what IRAs are. IRAs is a great tool to have on your portfolio, and it's a great way of investing money for those people who just don't know how to invest money. So if you're a person who really doesn't understand the market and really don't have a grasp for the market, then actually investing for your retirement will be a great thing. I know a lot of analysis will tell you, you know what, that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, but basically always contact one of your financial advisors and find out from your financial advisor which is the best tactic of move for you to do. So this way you can benefit the most from your money. So this way, when it comes down to those golden years, when you're coming into your 59 and a half years, you can actually maximize the most you can from this. So remember, guys, always seek a professional advice and always get professional advice when it comes to matters of money. So with that being said, as always, more gains, more gains, more gains, giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.